Hello everyone, we'll be taking a look at the Western Guns combo pack that includes volume 1 through 4. Back when I bought this, it was sold by Decagon, but sometime after that it was changed to Cosmos by Liartis. I don't think that was a major issue. The price at the time of me recording is $60, which is like half of what it used to be. And individual volumes are being sold separately, so you can grab that, although the price haven't been adjusted on those. Going into a custom overview level that I made, here are the weapons, the assembled one and the disassembled. Both are included. However, they are not rigged. And that's a major downside in my opinion. But the details on the weapon themselves are great. This is volume 4. Got this type of revolver and then this type of lever action rifles. It seems that the barrel on this one is kind of rifled, probably. Then we have this type of shotgun, double barreled. And you can see the quality and details are really amazing. This type of short revolver. Another type. And for volume 3, we got another lever action. I'm not sure about the barrel on this one, but there are no feeding chambers. And that's one of the most common problem with most of the rifles in all of the volumes, which I think is a massive oversight, to be honest. Yep, on this one as well. I cannot see it. We got another double-barreled shotgun, but this one is shorter. Reminds me of the one in Resident Evil Afterlife movie. And this one is a kind of a unique revolver. I personally like the uniqueness of the weapons in these packs. You see another lever action pistol? I don't know what these guns are modeled after, but they're certainly unique. They may even be concept art, so it may not have that functionality. And this one is like a sniper rifle. I really like this. It has like a brass knuckle for the lever arm. And we go to, I think this is volume 1. The mini pistols. This has a longer barrel. Same with this one. But yeah, the texturing is just great on these. Yet another one, and texturing is just great. And this one, it has a like sword handle, but with a unique. I don't know how do you fire this one even. But I like unique stuff. And this pack will definitely go really well with the Old West sample. You would only need the horses and the NPCs or the character models, and you got yourself a nice scene. This one has feeding chamber, I guess. Oh no. That's just the ejector, probably. And I really like how these functional parts are separated. And this gives a really nice option for people who want to make VR weapons. They can use this very well. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I bought it personally. This one had, I guess, rifled barrels. There are some issues with some of the barrels on some guns being blocked. These are part of volume 2, by the way. And I just can't get over how good they look. Although there are many similarities between them, there is still many varieties between them as well. Oh, this one has feeding chamber finally. We got one. And the barrel, oh, that one had good rifling in the barrels. This is a longer dual barreled shotgun. The inside on that one is fortunately not blocked, but this one on the shorter than that, not the shortest, but the shorter dual barrel shotgun, there is something that looks like it's blocking it. Looking at the lightning only view mode to look at the modeling and the collision. The collision is actually good. It follows the shape pretty good. It's not the most performant, but it's good. And the wireframe. Looking at the folder structure, I made this custom overview level by combining all the volumes. The main folder is divided into different volume folders, and each has blueprint, which contains the disassembled part all assembled inside the blueprint. So for example, each piece is here. And the nice thing is that each is in the correct location already made for you. The pivot on the parts are correct. So if you try to rotate this, it's in the correct pivot. About the barrels having blocked parts, we can see that if we look at it from this side, there are some missing parts of the barrel. This can be fixed, but when you look at it from the other side, it's like it's blocked. And this gets even more apparent from this side if you make it two-sided. This fixes the missing parts, but you can see that. Now beside blueprints, there are maps. It contains demonstration and overview. Overview is like this. Demonstration is kind of similar. And the materials are here based on this master material. You can see there are many parameters here. We can go over them. Let's try it for a different part. For example, this one would be a good candidate. There are texture parameters along with the texture coordinates, which multiplies the texture coordinates, and the albedo color tint. You can tint it. You can also add a emission or emissive maps if you want it as a texture, or you make it glow for the whole part. We also have opacity, although I think it doesn't work that well, or doesn't work at all, because the master material blend mode is set to opaque and not masked. We got the RMA alpha bump offset. Only works if the RMA texture have an alpha channel for height map or displacement map, which does not. You can also use the base color tint, but I don't see the difference between it and the albedo color tint. We also got dither opacity if you make the blend mode masked, and decrease the number to like between -1 and 0. It will be more obvious. You can also disable the textures, just use a single value for all of it, for example for roughness or metallic. Now beside materials, we also got the mesh folder and the texture. As for the textures, we got base colors, normal maps, and RMA, which are roughness, metallic, and ambient occlusion, which are packed to RGB respectively. Also got some lookup tables, some HDRIs, and this microdetail texture, although it's not used for some reason. Yeah, and even for the different folders, it's not used. Let's try to use it. We have to use it as in like on the roughness, because it's basically like some fingerprints and some like worn edges or scratches. So I think it works better like this. We will use a lerp to lerp between the normal roughness and this one. We'll add each channel because each one represents something. And then use a value to control the lerp along with the texture coordinate being multiplied so the effect gets smaller according to the shape. You can see it works, but mostly on the metal part because of the the roughness on the wood is already high. It may not be that visible, but on the metal part it is more visible. It's like a weird end-tier effect. There are better ways to implement it, but this is a basic way you can use it. As for the meshes, there is only one mesh with more than one material, which is for the scope. Very justifiable. All the others are one material. And the vertices are generally less than 10,000 for most part, and all of them are below. There's none more than 20,000 vertices. They have LODs. I think they have about 4. Only one mesh with an extra unused UV, which is not that important. As for the texture dimensions, we got 63 4K, 9 1K, and 12 512s for 256 and like 12 128 for texture filling. There's only, beside the lookup table, only the one with the scope has an opacity map in the alpha channel of the base color texture. As for UVs, they are well packed, and the symmetrical parts are being reused on some of the weapons. There are some spaces here and there that could have been used better, but still, it's very good. This one, the packing on this one is excellent. However, the symmetrical parts are not being reused as much as the other one. But still, there are some parts that are being reused, like the brass knuckle. On this one, yeah, the same sides are not being reused. Let's look at the pistols. Very well packing. Yes, it's been reused, but not on this part. Why? Oh, there are some screws on that side, so yeah, that's justifiable. How about this one? No, it's not being reused there. Strange. Nevertheless, I think they're pretty well made. Overall, I think the quality is amazing. I didn't say it in the beginning, but the folder size is about 1.5 gigabytes. The modeling is very good. The texturing is amazing. Some of the designs are unique. It contains both combined and separated functional parts, which is a really good plus. Besides the blueprint, which contain these assembled part with correct locations, and they also have correct pivots. The packing of the UVs is excellent. It has minimal wasted space. The UVs are being reused on most of the guns. It also does have LOD, or the guns do have LODs. On the downside, I would say it's not rigged. I think this is the biggest downside. Some weapons have are missing some functional parts, like the fitting mechanism on the rifles, and some weapons do have blocked barrels, like the shotgun that I showcased, and also no displacement maps, unfortunately. I mean, these would look exceptionally good in high poly version using nanite. But still, I think this is the best looking Western gun pack or weapons on the marketplace at the time of me recording. And like I said, it would make a great combo using it with the Old West sample pack from Epic. Hope you found this useful. Later.